Well, there's an arrest warrant out for an 18-year-old legal assistant who's accused the Nueces County clerk of touching her inappropriately.
Action 10's Andy Lascano has been working on the story and has the very latest.
Watch closely. This video is from March 2nd on the first floor of the Nueces County Courthouse. The lady in the black dress on the right is Nueces County Clerk Kara Sands. The girl in the black top and jeans is 18-year-old Rhiannon Garrigosh, stepdaughter of attorney Scott Lemansky. She worked for him. Watch now as Sands asks Garrigosh about her access badge, the badge required of those who don't pass through the security checkpoint at the courthouse. In a sworn statement, Garrigosh accuses Sands of grabbing her badge and touching her breast. Nueces County Sheriff Jim Kalin showed us the video today.
Her hands are like this. There is no touching the tag. There's no touching anything. That's the end of it.
Now, watch the lower left hand of the screen. That's Sands talking with Deputy Carl Blanton a short time later about the incident with Garrigosh. Today, Action 10 News spoke with former Deputy Blanton, the man on the left, with his attorney Chris Gale. Blanton asked that we not videotape our interview with him, but he said he assured Sands that he'd seen Garrigosh in the courthouse before and that her badge was okay. Now, back to that video, and watch as Garrigosh returns to the courthouse a few minutes later and meets up with her family. Her stepdad and Sands get into a conversation. The sheriff describes the conversation went something like this.
Do you have a problem with me? And he says, no. Do you have a problem with me? And she said, no.
On March 8th, Kalin questioned Blanton about what happened. Blanton told us he felt intimidated by Kalin, but stuck to his story even though he had not seen the entire video. But he told us he felt scared for his job and his life. Kalin had seen the video. Then he showed it to Blanton.
And his response was, well, it looked to me like she touched it. And then eventually Mr. Blanton admitted that what he put on paper was not the truth.
Blanton says Kalin gave him two options, resign or get fired. Blanton resigned. He became quite emotional today, telling us his side of this story. He says he's a single dad, 5 years from retirement and 70% disabled. Kalin says he then brought Garrigosh in for questioning and that she stuck to her story, to the sworn statement she'd given to CCPD. Kalin says she perjured herself.
And this little young lady tried to put an elected official in jeopardy of her life and liberty by falsifying a statement.
So a warrant's been issued for 18-year-old Rhiannon Garrigosh for making a false report. And as of tonight, she has not turned herself in. Kalin says her bond will be $1,000. I spoke with Rhiannon's mom tonight. She says the video the sheriff showed us is incomplete and they plan to take legal action. Andy Lascano, Action 10 News.